Hello. Today I want to talk about health. Health is likely to be the most underrated things that everybody tends to take it for granted. But in the last few years, I've been exposed to several cases of mental breakdowns, physical issues, all related to work, stress. The current society is really pushing us to always do stuff, deliver, and so on. But when it comes to health, it's something that you understand its importance once you just lost it, or just for a very short amount of time, if you're lucky, or for the rest of your life. I know guys who got diabetes out of that, who had to reshape the family out of it, to say the least. And I personally experienced that for a very specific project in which we had to just climb the Everest without not having anything. So I'm the kind of person who always wants to push himself to the limit, but the limit must be achievable, sustainable, otherwise it's just unhealthy. And again, we have just one body. We cannot change it. Then when it comes to the symptoms, if you get anxious or angry when you talk about something, well, likely that something is the cause of your stress. And if you cannot really get back to yourself very easily, so you stay, very anxious or hungry for a long period of time just because you had to think of that very specific topic, likely chances are that you are not so far from a burnout. And in that case, I really urge you to talk with an expert. Now, for sure, I'm not an expert. I just give you my personal idea and what I try to do. It's just a work in progress. I don't have the answers, and for sure, I'm still affected from this kind of corrupted society, to put it this way. So we start from the fact that everything is urgent. Everything. Because everybody wants to receive his piece of the cake immediately. So you get a lot of notifications, email, and so on. Now, when it comes to me, I always prefer to start my working day with the hardest and at the same time most valuable task at the very beginning. It's when my brain is at the best, I don't have any other thoughts going around, so I'm really starting my day off with that one or two tasks. We cannot have more than those when it comes to have really big elephants. I mentioned the starting of the working day because when it comes to the day as a whole, I always suggest to just make your bed. Very easy. It takes 30 seconds, but it's the first accomplished task during the day, and it gives you just that micro amount of good feeling to involve you just to get the next and the next and the next. So it's like kicking off with the right foot into the day. And then the other thing is that typically stress is the result of not controlling your time. So you get notifications, you are involved in meetings that you didn't plan, and so on. So why don't you try to anticipate? So if you know that there is something on the horizon, that it's gonna hit you, no matter what, sooner or later, this is what is gonna happen. Try to anticipate, so you think of how you would like to address this thing, and then you set up the meetings, you set up the process, trying to steer that project, that streamline, whatever. Of course, life is not easy. Chances are that you're not the boss, really the guy in charge of this, but honestly speaking, when it comes to what you do, you are your boss, no matter at which level you are working at. There is something for which you are responsible, and then you can plan a little bit within the borders of your responsibilities. Don't underestimate family and friends. Those are the guys that are gonna be there at the end of the day, at the end of the week, and they are really great at keeping you stay put, balanced. I don't know, when it comes to your kids, it doesn't matter the car that you drive, it doesn't matter the work that you do. For them, you are just dad, mom, X, Y, you name it. So it's just about you and not what you do. And I know that for us at this moment of life, in our society, it's always about what do you do. In other words, I want to know if you have a good work. By the way, it's something that I want. So I'm not encouraging you to just, sit on the chair and not do anything during the day. On the contrary, but a successful person, in my opinion, is someone who can really find the right balance between achievement in the working, in the career, but also in the personal life. Because at the end of the day, we are just humans. We have a very limited amount of time, and we should try to pursue our happiness. And family and friends are really there for us to keep balanced. Or another example, when I meet with my old friends, the ones that I've been spending time for just forever, okay? They have always been there. I'm not, an expert of something or a project manager. I'm just Davide. And this is really great. They don't give a shit about what you do in life. And last, possibly very powerful concept that I want to give you is movement, exercise. Our brain is in part built up just to manage our movement. And maybe it wasn't by chance that the ancient Greeks tend to have their lessons walking down the street with, other ones, the students following. And it's not by chance that sometimes many great ideas come from just, where you were playing soccer or you were just walking. And walking is something that I suggest to everybody. So if you already have a sport, go with that. But if you don't have it and you just want to start trying something, just walk. It costs you nothing. You can do it everywhere. It's important that, at least this is what I do, you do that constantly. In my case, I just get out every single day, but it's upon you. It can be even 3-4 times a week, and I'm referring to just walking, so you can stay in silence and think, so meditate or listen to a podcast. You can learn something new, because if you listen to a podcast or a book or a video of a guy on YouTube, you might learn something new. You can take this time just to think of yourself, the things that you are doing, planning ahead. And at the same time is really good for your body, because in the end we are machines, so we have to carry out the necessary maintenance on our bodies. So to recap, if there is something that is really causing you a burnout, first contact an expert, and then no matter what, stop it. Your health is the most important thing that you have. If you don't have it, what are you gonna do? What? You cannot do anything else without your health. Prioritize, so just take the real big guys, the elephants, address them, and then everybody else could just wait. The world, it's gonna turn anyway. Don't underestimate friends and families. It might be too late when you understand that you have just lost a lot of great moments just because you were sitting on a chair working to make someone else rich other than you. Last but not least, move. Your brain will definitely benefit out of that, and you with it, of course. So thanks for watching. I wish you a great time ahead. Take care. Bye.